Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Fate and Destiny Astro. In today's video, I like to discuss the horoscope, Vedic Hindu sidereal horoscope for Donald Trump. His date of birth and time I took from a couple of sources online. So if you can see on the screen, first I'm going to start with his astrological chart, and in the part B, I'm going to discuss his numerological chart. And on your screen, you will see two planets sitting, Sun and Rahu, in 10th house. So his ascendant is Leo ascendant. Leo is all about leadership, pride, good administration skills. Even his Shadbal, as per the calculation, his Sun is very, very strong. So he is very dominant leader with extremely good executive authority and powers. So Sun Rahu in 10th house. 10th house is the house of career, your karma. So these two planets, when sitting there, it gives people high positions, very good in worldly accomplishments, because Rahu is everything to do with their obsession and passions, and it has to do with materialistic world, and it is also the planet of strategies and all these things. So these two things come together, and it shows what he has achieved in his life. Some people in astrology might consider as a Grahan Yoga or eclipse, because Rahu and Sun comes together. So people believe that Rahu, which is the moon north node, will swallow the Sun and won't give the results. But I feel because Rahu is your passions, it will give you intense drive and ambition. But yes, there's an illusion part as well in your career and politics as well. So this is his 10th house, which is very, very powerful. And on the opposite side of the 10th is 4th house, which is your home environment. Obviously if you're president, it talks about how you feel about your country. So moon is sitting there. Moon is your emotional mind. You are very emotional or sentimental towards your house, which is your country. Ketu is the planet of detachment and spirituality. Basically it gives you little bit spiritual angle to your home environment. Moon also signifies his mother, so he probably will have a very close attachment to his mother as well. That is your 4th house. And obviously Rahu Ketu axis, because Rahu, which is north node, and south node, they are 180 degrees apart. So his life destiny karma lessons will be in regards to his career and his home. So there'll always be struggle how to balance career and home environment. But these planets will give you, very good ambition. If I see Mars in his horoscope, it is sitting in 12th house, which is the house of foreign land and all those kind of things. So 12th Mars is aspecting, Mars always have 4th, 7th and 8th aspect. So if you count anti-clockwise, from the 5th ascendant zodiac, which is Leo, that is his Lagna, you count 4th aspect from the Mars, so which is the 3rd house, and 3rd house to do with his communication, health and self-initiative. So Mars is energizing, give him lot of energy in regards to these aspects. And if I see Mars 7th aspect, which is his 6th house, 6th house shows your health, working environment and your hidden enemies. So he's getting lot of energy from Mars to overcome these things, and it will give him good vigor and health. And if I see Mars 8th aspect, which is focusing on 7th house of open enemies, opponents, business partnership, daily communication, Mars also give him kind of very fiery energy in those houses. And if you see 11th house counting anti-clockwise from his Lagna, which is 5th house, you will see there's 3 planets sitting there right now at the time of his birth, which give him fulfillment of wishes, big friend circle and big massive gains, because these 3 planets, they help with that. And these 3 planets are Venus, which means people with lot of means, rich people, and Venus also signify females, so he will get lot of support from there. Saturn basically gives mature people and disciplined people, hard workers, he will attract those ones, and masses. So Saturn is also planet of masses. Mercury there is business planet, so he will have lot of friendships in from business people as well. So all these 3 planets sitting in his 11th house of fulfillment of wishes, friend circle and massive gain, which will help him. And if you see Jupiter is a planet of expansion sitting in his second house, which is, gains, and everything has to do with second house of speech, family, earned income. And obviously Jupiter also, if I see 5th, 7th, 9th aspect, it is looking at his 6th house of health, hidden enemies. So obviously Jupiter is enhancing and taking care of that. And his 9th aspect is 10th house of career. So when Jupiter is aspecting your health house, which is 6th, it protects and give you good health. And if it focuses on 10th house of your career through 9th aspect, it give you good career gains. So right now, if I'm looking at his dasha, you can see on his screen, he is undergoing Jupiter Venus dasha right now. And that basically shows very good, strong houses, gains and lot of fame. So if I study Vedic Nadi astrology, it shows lot of recognition, name, fame, fulfillment of wishes. And also Venus is signifying very, very strong houses after we see all the calculations. And his Pratantra Dasha will start 6th May to 7th October, Saturn Pratantra Dasha. But again, there will be some small time from May till October where there will be some highs and lows, setbacks. But overall, he will overcome, because Jupiter, Venus, which is the major dasha, and Antardasha, it is, very positive for him. Now looking at his current transit, so you can see on the screen his current transit. Rahu is sitting in his 7th house of open enemies, and Rahu is a strategic planet and obsession and dealing with people and partnership. So he will have creative ideas how to deal with those. And Ketu is sitting in his 1st house, which is the house of spiritualism, and it also disconnect from yourself. So his focus will be not on himself, but his focus will be on his enemies. So all in all, things looking good. There might be some highs and lows. And now let's focus on numerology. So if you can see on the screen his numerological chart. So right now, from June, he's born in June. So from June of 2025 to June of 2026, his major dasha was Mars, which is 9, and 9 is all about leadership, boldness. And because Mars is a fiery planet, his yearly dasha is Saturn, which is number 8, which make him work super hard, very persistent. He might feel some delays in getting results, but he will be relentless and grinding. And his major dasha, as I said, is Mars, which give him big outlook for humanity and have bold decision making, because 954 axis is activated here as well, right? At the same time, if I see 1, 6, 8, 5, those are the 4 corners activated with these dashas. It give him immense fame and limelight. So these kind of combination I have seen in Taylor Swift and a lot of other celebrities, including Virat Kohli, which is the famous cricketers in India. And since this is the year of number 1, 2026, if you put everything together, it is number 1, which is year of action, initiation, leadership, and innovation. And if you see his horoscope and his mindset, so he believes in peace through strength. And he even changed his Department of Defense to Department of War. So we can expect lot of power exertion. He will try to do diplomacy. If that doesn't work, he won't be shy of exerting his muscle. And next year, you will see 1 and 2. 1 is his major dasha, which is Sun, and 2 is Moon, which is Queen. So when these things come together, he will try to be he will in the mid-year from June of 2025 to June of 2027, during 1 year, he will mellow down a little bit. And during that time, he will try to be a little more diplomatic, a little bit more calm down, to be more nurturing and create a lot more partnerships. So all in all, all I can tell you is his horoscopes are very strong. And, if you see his basic number and destiny number 4 and 5, it shows me he is very calculated, good in negotiation with great strategies because of the Rahu. And all in all, I will keep updating as year comes by more on this information. So thanks for watching. God bless.